Hello aspirants, welcome back to our channel, Disciple of Teaching. Thanks for being here. Let's begin. Consider a road AB of length 10 km and a person begins to run from A at a speed of 5 km per hour and reach B after 2 hours. From this example, we are going to learn three important terms which are time, distance and speed. Here time is equal to distance divided by speed. Here distance is the length of the road 10 km. Speed is the running person speed 5 km per hour. On cancelling the values we get time is equal to 2 hours, which means the person takes 2 hours of time to finish the journey from A to B of length 10 km with a speed of 5 km per hour. Now, distance is equal to speed into time. Here, speed is the speed of the person 5 km per hour and the time is time taken by the person, which is 2 hours. On multiplying, we get D is equal to 10 km, which is the length of the road, or say D is the distance covered by the person within 2 hours of time with 5 km per hour of speed. Now speed is distance divided by time. Here D is the length of the road 10 km and time is the time taken by the person 2 hours. On cancelling we get S is equal to 5 km per hour, which means to complete the 10 km run within 2 hours of time, the person needs to run with a speed of 5 km per hour. That's it. Now unit conversions in time. We already know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds and 3 minutes is 3 into 60 gives 180 seconds. Also 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 4 hours is 4 into 60 gives 240 minutes. Now tell me, 4 hours 30 minutes is equal to how many hours? To calculate this value, we have to separate the minutes value from hour value and divide the minutes alone by 60 to convert into hour. Because we know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. On dividing, we get 4 hours plus 0.5 hours, totally 4.5 hours. So 4 hours 30 minutes is equal to 4.5 hours. For better understanding, see the time chart. Here the white circle is 60 minutes or say 1 hour. We divide the circle into 4 quarters, which gives the value directly as 15 minutes is equal to 0.25 hour. 30 minutes means 0.5 hour. 45 minutes means 0.75 hour. And 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Now we can tell me the value of 6 hours 45 minutes is equal to 6.75 hours without doing any calculations. That's it. Now unit conversions in distance. We know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 5 kilometer is 5 into 1000 gives 5000 meter. Now tell me 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how many meter per second? To calculate this value, we have to convert the kilometer into meter by multiplying with 1000 and also convert the hour into seconds by dividing it with 2 times of 60, because 1 hour is 60 minutes and we know 1 minute is 60 seconds. On cancelling the values, we get 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Now calculate 90 km per hour is equal to how many meter per second? Whenever they ask to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, just multiply the given value with 5 by 18 to get our required answer in meter per second. So the answer is 25 meter per second. Similarly, now calculate 25 meter per second is equal to how many kilometer per hour? Here, whenever they ask to convert from meter per second into kilometer per hour, just multiply the given value with 18 by 5 to get our required answer in kilometer per hour. So the answer is 90 kilometer per hour. From these illustrations, we can calculate that 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second, and 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. That's it. Let's see some notes which are very much useful in solving problems. Consider a cycle traveling in a road with a speed of 50 km per hour. Then, if the speed of the man, car, train or cycle is reduced by 30 km per hour, now what is the speed of the cycle? Here the word by is very important because whenever the speed of any object is reduced by some value, we have to subtract the given reduced speed from the original speed of the object. Now, speed of the cycle is equal to 50 minus 30 gives 20 km per hour. If the speed of the cycle is reduced to 30 km per hour, now what is the speed of the cycle? Here the word to is very important because whenever the speed of the any object is reduced to some value, then the reduced speed is the original speed of the object. So, speed of the cycle is 30 km per hour. If two trains traveling opposite to each other with a different speed, then what is the relative speed? Here the relative speed is the addition of two individual speeds of the trains or objects. So, relative speed SR is equal to S1 plus S2 is equal to 5 plus 3 gives 8 km per hour. Here S1 is the speed of the first train and S2 is speed of the second train. So we have to add both the speeds. Now, if two trains traveling parallel or overtakes to each other with a different speed, then what is the relative speed? Here the relative speed is the difference of two speeds of the trains, which means SR is equal to S1 difference S2 gives 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 km per hour. Here S1 is speed of the first train and S2 is speed of the second train. So whenever the objects are opposite to each other, we have to add the speeds of the individual. Similarly, whenever the objects are parallel or overtakes each other, we have to subtract the speed of the individuals. That's it. If 900 meter long train crossed a platform of 500 meter in length, then what is the distance traveled by the train? Here, the sum of the length of the train and the length of the platform gives the distance traveled by the train. Then the value becomes 900 plus 500 gives 1400 meter. So the distance traveled by the train is 1400 meter. And what is the time taken by the train to cross the platform? As we know already, time taken is equal to distance divided by speed. Here distance is the total distance traveled by the train and the speed is the speed of the train. Then the required answer is 0.28 hour. That's it. Then, if 900 meter long train crossed a standing man, tree, pole, rock, etc., then what is the distance traveled by the train? The answer is just length of the train, because standing man or tree or pole or rock etc. don't have any specific width or distance as compared to the train. So the answer is just length of the train is equal to 900 meter. Similarly, the time taken by the train to cross the standing man, tree, pole, rock etc. is equal to distance by speed. Here distance is the length of the train and the speed is the speed of the train. So the answer is 0.18 hour. That's it friends, and more questions on your way. Keep practicing by hitting like, share, comment and subscribe buttons. Bye friends.